Just one. I just need this one. Trust me. The left hook.
I only need one too.
Okay.
You could get that too.
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
I touched that.
When it comes to high-stakes drama, boxing always delivers. And the DAZN live press conference between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach was no different. Fans expected the usual tension, a few heated words, and a face-off to hype the fight. But what they got was absolute chaos. Lamont Roach didn't just talk his talk. He walked it, shoving Tank in front of a packed crowd, triggering an all-out brawl that had security scrambling to restore order. Let's break down what went down and why this moment changes everything. The rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach had already been simmering for weeks, but nobody expected things to explode like this. With fight night just around the corner, both men were on edge. Tank, the undefeated knockout artist, came in with his usual confidence, knowing he had the power to end Roach's night with a single punch.
My hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. I gotta make sure my hands is right, because I don't dumb him down with his punches. I let him do it, you know what I'm saying? And he get to a point, you all right? Yeah. Nigga, work. I just feel sorry for them guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went out.
On the other side, Roach had been building momentum, gaining respect as a serious contender. He wasn't just here to collect a paycheck. He wanted to take everything from Tank. And at the press conference, he made that loud and clear.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog. And he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together. And I'm gonna be the one. Obviously, I'm gonna be the one coming out victorious. And you know, we're gonna put on a hell of a show for y'all. So tune in, by the fight.
The face-off was set. Both fighters stood inches apart, locking eyes in a battle of wills. Tank smirked, cool and collected as always. But Roach? He wasn't about to let this be a regular stare down. Out of nowhere, he shoved Tank with both hands, sending him stumbling backward. In that instant, everything erupted. Tank, never one to back down, lunged forward, fists flying. Roach stood his ground, refusing to step away from the chaos he just created. Security had to rush in to separate these two. So why did Roach push Tank? Was it pure emotion, or was it a calculated move? Some believe Roach was simply trying to get inside Tank's head. Tank thrives on being the aggressor, but this time, Roach flipped the script. By putting his hands on Tank first, Roach forced him into an emotional reaction, making the champion look rattled in front of the world.
I don't really be like outside. I be outside, but I don't really be like in people's way. You know what I mean? I like to, that's how I calm myself, that I know I'm aggressive. I know like if anything around me, I'm gonna get pissed off like that. But I remove myself from like that.
For years, Tank has been known for his ice-cold composure. Whether it's trash talk, face-offs, or fight night, he never lets emotions get the best of him. But this time, he snapped.
It's gonna be a party
And
on your
I'm
floor.
gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's his name? He was shaking on the
Thank everybody that played a part in it. My team, Roberto Diaz, Gary Jonas,
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was
never.
shaking. How you gonna say it's cat? And
It gotta be.
you gonna say it's cat? I'm watching it.
Gotta be.
The shove from Roach was disrespectful, and Tank wasn't having it. He charged forward, swinging, and had to be restrained by at least 4 security guards. This was not the reaction we're used to seeing from the champ.
When the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'ma beat his ass.
He can't
y'all
do
talking.
shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
He got the whole hood over there.
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get fucked
frowning
up
y'all
over here.
face
What do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay. Okay.
That shit.
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop
telling
nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
can't.
he pay for it.
I
guarantee he pay
can't.
for it. I guarantee it. I
Calm
guarantee
down.
it.
Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna
Come
get
to
you
the fight.
fucked up.
Nigga.
Let's be real. Before this moment, nobody was really giving Lamont Roach a chance. Most saw him as just another opponent, someone Tank would add to his highlight reel.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, you know, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
But after this press conference, that narrative is shifting. Roach looked fearless in front of one of boxing's most dangerous punchers. And confidence like that? It matters.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Adding even more drama to this situation is Floyd Mayweather's unexpected involvement. Floyd and Tank have a history that's as messy as it gets. Once a mentor to Tank, Floyd's relationship with him fell apart, leading to a public fallout.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, you'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter. Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Now, with Floyd backing fighters like Keyshawn Davis and potentially throwing support behind Roach, there's another layer of mind games at play. Could Roach's shove have been influenced by Floyd's tactics? Did Mayweather whisper in his ear, telling him to get inside Tank's head? Gervonta Tank, Davis versus Lamont Roach Jr. is happening. But let's be real, who actually asked for this fight? Let's not forget Tank Davis has announced his retirement. 2025 will be the last year of his career. The expectations for his final run are sky high.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Fans and boxing analysts alike are calling for big fights, legacy fights, fights that actually mean something in the grand scheme of his career. But instead of stepping up against a top-tier opponent, Tank is facing Lamont Roach, and that's where the backlash begins.
I don't know Lamont Roach, but when you're looking at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fighters that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire. Yeah. So don't come and but don't come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight, and then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Unquail didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
Let's break it down. First off, Roach doesn't have the star power to sell this fight. The dude is talented, no doubt, but he's not a name that moves the needle. Boxing is as much about hype as it is about skill, and this matchup just doesn't generate buzz.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, it's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability. But he can fight. I don't think it's a huge fight, but not a terrible one.
But here's the real issue. Tank and Roach have already fought multiple times in the amateurs. And guess what? Tank won every single time. It wasn't even close. So why would the pro fight be any different?
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight for him.
If there's one fight that makes sense for Tank at this stage in his career, it's Shakur Stevenson.
The fight has got to happen. There's no way the fight don't happen. The best of the best versus the best, and I can't wait for it.
What would happen between you and Gervonta?
I'm going to win, for sure, 100%. I think that a lot of people going to bet the other way, and a lot of people going to lose money, but the people who bet this way are going to win money.
This is the fight that's been brewing for years. Tank and Shakur have gone back and forth on social media, throwing shots and questioning each other's toughness.
6, 7 more fights, and I'm naming names. One of the guys, obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like, you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Do you think that's going to be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Because he a good boxer, nigga. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You don't think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. If you go look at his fights,
so you
I
feel
probably
like
put him on game.
But you feel like it's easy work though. You like.
Come on, bro.
Shakur has called Tank out multiple times, accusing him of ducking tough fights and cherry-picking easier opponents. And now, with Tank's career winding down, this is the moment to settle the score.
Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta, Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen.
Unlike Roach, Shakur is a legit name. He's an undefeated champion, one of the best defensive boxers in the game, and a fighter with the skills to truly test Tank in ways we haven't seen before.
Shakur can have power, but it's hard to hurt somebody like this. You're so trying not to get hit that you're pulling the punch back faster than you're delivering the punch. You ain't gonna hurt nobody like that. Yeah, he's fast, he got crazy gifts, and the defense is good. But don't forget the rest of that term for the sweet science of bruising. And Artem came out looking better than he did when he walked into the ring.
That's the kind of challenge Tank should be taking if he really wants to cement his legacy.
I wonder, Shakur is a quick boxer, a good guy, but do you think he would engage you enough to make it an entertaining fight? Or if you fought him, do you feel like it would be a bad fight because you'd be chasing him all night?
You know how it would go. Everybody in this room would know how it would go. I guess it would be good for the sport if we fight.
Plus, the drama is already there. There's history, there's real tension, and there's a genuine question of who would win if these two ever step into the ring.
Shakur Stevenson. Shakur might have better defense, but at the end of the day, I still think we haven't seen the best Tank Davis. That's what people always power. We still haven't seen the best Tank Davis. And Shakur, for the most part, he comes forward. Mm-hmm. Tank Davis, all he takes is one shot. Mm-hmm. He's a very patient fighter. He doesn't throw a lot of shots, but every shot he throws, he makes them count.
Tank is one of the most explosive fighters in the game. But if he keeps taking safe fights instead of real challenges, his career might not end the way it should.
Tank Davis. Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. Mm-hmm. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in. Yeah,
he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
If he wants to go out as a legend, he needs to take on fighters who actually bring danger to the ring. Shakur is right there. The fans want it. The sport needs it. So the real question is, will Tank step up before it's too late?
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that, in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever gonna go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and gonna go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way out.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.